Hello and welcome. With the countdown already setting ahead of the presidential elections and new messages emerging from the Maoists and the political parties' stands and actions have contributed much to the nation's news. We sum up all that, the growing tension within the next 30 minutes for you as you're watching News Tonight with me, Linda Hercules. But before all that, it's the top headlines head on. Tamil Nadu heaves a sigh of relief as wind energy proves to be a savior from the power cuts. Will DMK boycott the Pudukkottai by-polls as it feels Election Commission might favour the ruling AIA-DMK? After 12 days of captivity, Maoists promise to free the abducted collector Alex Paul Menon tomorrow. 100 crores allotted for better infrastructure in Tamil Nadu government colleges. Mother of Arushi Talwar will have to remain in jail for the moment after her bail plea is rejected by the Supreme Court. L.K. Advani asks NDA convener Sharad Yadav to call a meeting on the presidential polls as a rift emerges between the JDU and BJP. As Baba Ramdev attacks politicians, calling them robbers and murderers. News in detail. The abducted Sukma district collector Alex Paul Menon is expected to be released tomorrow by the Maoists. An SMS message sent to the media late last night from the CPI Maoist South Bastard Divisional Committee. The message was forwarded after an agreement was reached between the government negotiators and the Maoists. The message said, among other things, that the Maoists are ready to hand over Menon to the mediators tomorrow in front of the people of Tadmetla in Chhattisgarh. The Maoists had kidnapped Menon after killing 2 of his bodyguards on the 21st of April while he was meeting with the villagers in Keralapal area of the Naxal-infected district.
பேசப்போனவருடைய வார்த்தைகளிலிருந்து என் மகன் விடுவிக்கப்படுவார் என்ற நம்பிக்கை பிறந்தது. அதோடு இன்று சத்தீஸ்கர் மாநிலத்துடைய முதலமைச்சர் டாக்டர் மாண்புமிகு அமன் சிங் அவர்களும் விடுதலை செய்யப்படுவார் என்று கூறியிருக்கிறார்கள். இது மிக்க ஒரு மகிழ்ச்சியான செய்தி. இவர் நல்ல பணி செய்கிறார் என்ற ஒரு நிலைப்பாடு அந்த மக்கள் மத்தியிலே பரவி இருக்கிறது. அவருடைய எண்ணங்களையும் இவர் நிறைவேற்ற வேண்டும். அவர் ஏற்றுக்கொண்ட பணிகளையும் அவர் தொடர வேண்டும். ஆகவே அந்த மக்களுக்காக அவர் மீண்டும் பணி செய்ய வேண்டும் என்றுதான் நான் விரும்புகிறேன்.
Moving on, Nupur Talwar has been denied bail and will remain behind bars for the moment. Nupur and her husband Rajesh have been charged with the murders of their daughter Arushi and domestic help Hemraj. Both were found dead within hours of each other at their home in Noida, a Delhi suburb, in 2008. Nupur Talwar was arrested on Monday after a CBI court refused to grant her bail. Her lawyers appealed against that verdict but lost their case today. Nupur Talwar has now moved to the Supreme Court. Well, if you've been wondering what's behind the decline in power cuts these days, then it's wind energy to thank. As there have been an increase in wind power generation, several parts of the state were free from load shedding for the past few days. Commenting on the scene, Electricity Minister Natham R. Vishwanathan told the State Assembly that Tamil Nadu is occupying the numero uno position in the country in wind power generation. Replying to a special call attention motion by left party members Balabharati and Gunasekaran, the minister denied their charge that the government had ordered reduction in wind power production due to inadequate infrastructure to store power. He added that Tamil Nadu is top among all states by generating 42% of total wind power generation in the country. Citizens of the state heave a sigh of relief as it's lesser power cuts with the soaring temperatures. There were not many power cuts in the state yesterday since the wind energy production has increased to 2,000 megawatts. It is expected to reduce further in many districts. The Electricity Board also said that if the velocity of wind increases, it would lead to increase in the production of wind energy. The government has announced that the H1N1 virus is slowly losing its power. Dr. Porkai Pandian has said that the people need not panic as a total of 7 lakh Tamiflu tablets have been stocked, including the 4 lakh tablets issued by the centre. Additionally, 25,000 more vaccines have been sought from the centre. According to the latest reports, 118 persons have been affected by the flu, including 4 deaths.
நம்ம தமிழக அரசில் கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 4 லட்சம் மாத்திரை அந்த அசில்டமாவிர் என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய டாமிஃப்ளூ மாத்திரை இருந்தது. இப்போதைக்கு நம்ம எல்லா மாவட்டத்துக்கும் கொடுக்க போக அதில் ஒரு 2 லட்சம் மாத்திரை கையிருப்பு இருக்குது. இன்றைக்கி மத்திய அரசுக்கிட்ட இருந்து ஒரு 4 லட்சம் மாத்திரை 75 மில்லிகிராம் டேப்லெட்டும் 30 மற்றும் 45 மில்லிகிராம் டேப்லெட்ஸ் ஒரு 50,000. ஸோ கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 5 லட்சம் மாத்திரைகள் இன்றைக்கி நமக்கு கையிருப்பு இன்றைக்கி வந்திருக்கு. ஸோ போதிய அளவு 7 லட்சம் மாத்திரைகள் நம்மள்கிட்ட இருக்குது. நிச்சயமாக இந்த மாத்திரைகளை வச்சுக்கிட்டு நம்ம மக்களுக்கு நம்ம வைத்தியம் பண்ணலாம்.
The Navy Lignite Corporation workers' strike entered its 12th day today. The contract workers are on an indefinite strike demanding regularization of their services in a phased manner and implementation of the equal pay for equal work formula, among other things. The NLC workers have said that talks have to be held before Regional Labour Welfare Commissioner Jagan Mohan or any higher authorities for them to even take part.
தொழிலாளருடைய போராட்டம் 10வது நாளை எட்டியிருக்கிறது. ஆனால் உடன்பாடு எதுவும் எட்டப்படவில்லை. இதற்கிடையில் என்எல்சி நிர்வாகம் பிரச்சனை திசை திருப்புகிற வகையில் சட்ட ஒழுங்கு பிரச்சனையாக மாற்றுகிற வரையில் புதிய ஆட்களை நியமிப்பதற்கு ஏற்பாடுகள் செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. அவ்வாறு ஒப்பந்தங்களிலே கையெழுத்திட்டுவிட்டு பாஸ் இல்லாமல் எந்த விதமான அடையாள அட்டை இல்லாமல் உள்ளே அபாயகரமான சுரங்கப் பகுதிகளில் பிடிசி என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய பயிற்சி சான்று இல்லாமல் தொழிலாளர்களை பணிக்கு அமர்த்துவது சட்டவிரோதமானது, அவருடைய உயிருக்கு ஆபத்தானது. இதை புரிந்து கொண்டிருக்கிற நிர்வாகம் அவர்களை தடுத்து நிறுத்த வேண்டும்.
Back to politics. The DMDK staged a walkout from the State Assembly with the row this time due to the handloom issue. Handloom Minister Sendura Pandian reportedly made derogatory remarks against the DMDK chief Vijaykanth, which triggered off the row. DMDK members opposed his statements and wanted them to be removed from the state proceedings record, which the Speaker D. Jayakumar denied. The big question in everybody's minds now, will the DMK contest in the Pudukkottai by-election? DMK is yet to announce their candidate for the by-poll that is scheduled for the 12th of June. The party is reportedly hesitant in contesting as they allege that the Election Commission would be in favor of the ruling government. AIADMK, on the other hand, has announced their candidate and has already started their campaign. CPI and VCK will not be contesting this by-election, while CPM is yet to decide after discussing in the General Committee meet in a couple of days. The by-poll to the constituency has been necessitated following the death of CPI legislator SP Muthukumaran in a road mishap. The ad hoc committee headed by Ibrahim Raudar has asserted that the details regarding the Producers' Council elections will be announced in a general body meet to be held on the 30th of May. He has also said that S.A. Chandrasekhar, Danu and others have been expelled, nullifying their membership for 6 months. On the issue of salary revision, he stated that it will not be affected by the upcoming elections.
போன மாதம் 15ஆம் தேதி நடந்த பொதுக்குழுவில் தேர்தல் தேர்வி திருப்பி ஒரு பொதுக்குழு கூட்டி அறிவிக்கிறோம்னு சொல்லியிருந்தோம். அதன்படி வருகிற 30ஆம் தேதி உங்களுக்கு பொதுக்குழு நடக்க இருக்கிறது. ஆமாம், அதில் தேர்தல் தேதி அறிவிக்கப்படும். அண்ணன் எது செய்யறதுனாலும் கோர்ட்டுக்கு போயிருக்காங்க. அது கோர்ட்டார் என்ன உத்தரவு கொடுக்குறாங்களோ அந்த மாதிரி சட்டப்படி வந்தாங்கன்னா மிகவும் நல்லதாக இருக்கும்.
After leading India's nuclear program, top scientist Sri Kumar Banerjee plans to actively reach out to the people to share the benefits of atomic power and its safety record. Atomic scientists, including Banerjee, have admitted that they had failed on the public outreach on safety issues, which led to the 8-month standoff on the Kudankulam nuclear power plant. Talking about the project, which was stalled by protests, he said they had produced 32 million units of nuclear power in 2011-12 and that they would have done better had the plant been commissioned. Currently, India operates 19 nuclear power plants, most of them designed and developed indigenously, which have an installed capacity of 4,680 megawatts. Moving on, senior IPS officer Pramod Kumar, who apprehended arrest on charges of receiving bribes to shield the directors of Pasi Forex Trading Company in Tirupur, has been arrested by the CBI in Delhi. Pramod Kumar has also been accused of kidnapping and sexually abusing one of the directors. Our crime correspondent Salim has more information on this.
Indian Police Service officer Pramod Kumar was IG West Zone between 2008 and 2010, during which Tirupur district was under his jurisdiction. At that time, thousands of depositors lodged a complaint with the police alleging that they were duped by a forex trading company. Basically, they deposited their money in the forex trading company, which promised huge returns, but it did not return the money, and hence they lodged a complaint. But the police did not take any action against the company. On suspicion, the depositors moved the court and the case was transferred to the CBI. The CBI registered a case and kick-started the probe. Then the CBI came to know that allegedly Pramod Kumar had taken money from the directors of the company to shield them, and hence he did not take any action against the company. Hence the CBI registered cases under various sections of the Indian Penal Code, and they have arrested Pramod Kumar today. Initially, Pramod Kumar approached the Madras High Court seeking anticipatory bail, but the court did not grant anticipatory bail to him, and hence the CBI arrested him today. Basically, the police cautioned the depositors not to deposit money without checking the antecedents of the company. The police very clearly say that the depositors have to remember that there is no free lunch.
On a happy note, Chief Minister Jayalalitha has announced that 93 government and university constituent colleges in the state would be equipped with better facilities at an increased allocation of ₹100 crore. Making a statement in the assembly, she said that the government had decided to improve the infrastructure at colleges to ensure that students learn in an encouraging environment. A total of 62 government arts and science colleges, 7 government educational colleges and 24 university constituent colleges will be provided all necessary infrastructure. More news and updates on the other side of a very short break. Stay tuned.